Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Now, right now Dokkan is pretty busy. There is a lot for me to record. I've got a ton of stuff to cover. I just happened to catch a glance at this hot take thread just a little while ago, and it's like I looked at the first few and I was like, wait, nah, man, no. I do actually want to do a video on this. Now, I've talked about this before, but a lot of times I've noticed, if people know that I'm on the prowl searching for a video or something like that, they'll start talking crazy just to get like a video or something like that. But I haven't done any hot take stuff for a while. I don't think that this is like this, because a lot of the stuff is just like okay, like I would say like, okay, like I have an opinion about this character or this one or something like that. A lot of this just is like the opposite of what I think. Sometimes I think people will do that as just, again, kind of like bait to get me to engage, but I don't think that's what's going on here. So let's jump in. Again, I got to get to the grind after this. We got a lot of Tao stuff to do, a lot of events and stuff like that. Okay, so this person, what should I call them? I mean, I don't know. TYY? Not really too sure. Is this one? It's kind of just like a bunch of like letters and numbers to me. It's not something like easy. Like as like a content creator, I think like when you're seeing like, you just try and look for something to call, maybe we'll call them not. Just not. I don't know. Okay. All right. So let's jump. So immediately, I mean, I just like, I don't want to just come out and just like say like, oh, you're wrong, but like, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. The main content is very clearly the redstone style, the red zone style content right now. These longer stages. If you don't like the festival battles, I think it's valid. Like, I get it, right? Super long, 80 turn clear, stuff like that. Red zone is a lot of the red zones right now are structured the same as festival battles, except, it's the first 5 or 6 turns that you stack. And then the real fight is starting from like turn 7 to 12, compared to Festival, where it's, the first 60 turns are stacking, and then the real fight is like turn 61 to 80 or something like that, right? That's the that's really the only difference. Well, and the charges as well. But like those are the main content. I mean, I think battle hardened formidable foes is legitimate. I think that does also matter, though. I mean, if they're just saying they don't want it completely dismissed, sure. I mean, I know what they're talking about here, because it is very easy to cheese with what I refer to as the meme characters. In Fat Boo, I mean, SDR Cell can kind of do a little bit of stuff with his revive, AGL UI Goku, tech androids, right? Those types of characters can dominate that content, but it is still legit content. But I mean, it's not even, I mean, I don't know. It's not as important as Red Zone. The Red Zone stuff is the main content they're designing these characters for, right? For sure. All right, then next. See, this is, I'm not sure if this person, they just maybe don't like Beast Gohan. I mean, there actually was a lot of those people who, I think it's just because Beast was too good. Like it's like deep down in this kid's head, like I know he knows that Beast is the best, like the best character. Because look what he's saying. So for Battle Hard and Formidable Foe, these 3 are untouchable. It's just wrong. Immediately, this is wrong. This is not a correct statement. And the best LRs from 2024 for Battle Hard and Formidable Foes. Is this not insane? Like seeing this displayed. Is this not insane when Beast is a 2024 LR? Like Tech Broly is just Beast Gohan, but worse, right? Gotenks is very good. I like Gotenks. But like Beast is going to sit there in slot 1 in Battle Hard and Formidable Foes. And Gotenks, I mean, we can only YOLO slot 1 based off of coin flips of him getting his tank or die. And then Jiren, I mean, let's be so for real here. Jiren is really good once we go into his standby. But I mean, the earliest you could do that is turn 3. Like what happens when this kid is not in and turn 3 if he was already on turn 1, right? I don't know. Like when I'm doing Battle Hard and Formidable Foes, I like to challenge the toughest of the fights, which is the Cell Max fight. I mean, if Jiren is on turn 3, he's just an auto loss. Like that's why like the units are untouchable, but he's an auto loss on turn 3 of Cell Max AoEs. and you're against that second phase of Cell, right? Like, I don't... Like, Gotenks... I don't... Like, if you fail the tank or die, Gotenks is probably not surviving Cell Max's big super. Not... Because he has an AoE super, and then he has one that does way more damage. And Gotenks... Like, Broly eats it for, like, you know, 350k and stuff like that. Transform Broly against that Cell Max. Like, I don't... I mean, these characters are fine. I do really like using Gotenks and Tech Broly in there. But to put fucking Jiren over Beast, I mean, it's just... I mean, it is truly just wrong, right? Like, it's just factually wrong. Because Beast Gohan, you know, not only is he tanking, but, I mean, he then on his second turn has his active, dude. Like, do you know what this active does in Battle Hard of Formidable Foes? Like, yeah? Like, it's just crazy. Like, you know, it's, dude, again, I don't think that this person is saying this just, you know, like, I haven't been on the prowl for a hot take, but, like, that's crazy. We're just pretending Beast Gohan doesn't exist, man. Come on. Yeah, dude, I got to this and I said, all right, boom, I'm making a video on this. This is as far as when I was just like, I glanced at this. 'Cause there is one other one I saw a little down. That's what led me to the thread. We'll talk about that when we get there. I mean, the profile pic should give you an idea. No, Diamond Vegeta is definitely not. No. I'm not a fan of Diamond Vegeta because of the RNG involved with him. So, Diamond Vegeta is really good if he's in slot 1 and he has several stacks of this up. If he has, you know, if he on his previous turn has given you, you know, 3 or 4 supers, I mean, he is going to be pretty good, for sure. But it's not, it's not up to you, okay? His design is around, like, it's this right here, plus his super attack effect. And this is what's brutal, right? Where you are completely at the mercy of the boss attacking before you attack. And, I mean, maybe this is just I have bad luck, or, I mean, I don't really want to get into that topic really so much, but, I mean, it's just based around the boss actually doing this before Vegeta attacks. The design is horrible, because it's just, if things don't go perfectly your way, you're cooked. And this is why I do like with Tao, like, he just is what he is, man. One mission execution ally on the team besides Tao. I mean, if you're running his team, that's it, boom. You know, Tao, and you're good. And he's got 80% damage reduction, right? The other thing about Diamond Vegeta, too... excuse me. Here, I'll pause. Sorry. The other thing about Diamond Vegeta, too, is that, I mean, he only really works in slot 1. I mean, if you think 50% damage reduction, like, and... I don't know. I have not found this guy to be very impressive out of slot 1. He's a fish. So, it's just, like, I think that this guy... Like, okay... He's the most underrated unit in the game currently. I would actually say that this is probably the worst character of 2025. Like when I kind of look at it on like a sliding, I mean, this is a personal thing for me, but like a sliding scale of like, you know, Dokkan Fests and Dokkan Fest LRs, Carnival LRs, plus the hype level of the character and stuff like that. I mean, this is like, you know, I mean, the kids nowadays love that word, canon. This is the introduction of canon Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And, I mean, I think he's kind of like fodder. Like, I'm more butthurt about this guy than I am Blue Kaioken. Or, I mean, dude, the kids are still crying. Today, they were all over my timeline arguing about Super Saiyan 2 Gohan still. That Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is, like, the most talked about character who's just, like, a good character without huge peaks or huge valleys, like, I've ever seen. I have no idea what the obsession is with that character. No clue. But, like, this guy just sucks. Like, I hate this time, Vegeta. I hate him. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't really disagree. I mean, certainly I do like, the Goku portion is quite good. And, like, I think his upper limits probably, to me, can be a bit better than Kale's. Although Kale's upper limits is a 7 attack turn with monster massive damage. I mean, but Goku, I mean, if you have, I don't know, 10 plus orbs for Goku, Goku's gonna be really fucking tanky, right? So, I don't know. And then, I mean, yeah, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's not, like, he's definitely not as good as, like, Kale and stuff like that. I mean, I don't disagree with this, right? Sure. Kale's upper limits are pretty impressive. The 7 attack turn is really good. I mean, easily the best aging unit from 2023. I don't know. I mean, if you can completely hide them until you get out into the standby, and then you could do like nuking type strats and stuff like that. I would say Bulma though. To me, it's Bulma. It's not this character. It's definitely Bulma. Definitely Bulma. Yeah, this is what got me here. Like what originally I saw, because people were talking about this. 9 retweets. Okay. Yeah, no, this isn't true. Unfortunately, the only characters who have there is only one batch, one group of characters, unfortunately, who I will confidently say are truly unfumbleable. And that is anniversary Dokkan Fest exclusives. So, I mean, we can pull up a couple of these characters. This guy, I think, is going to be unfumbleable because he's a Dokkan Fest, anniversary Dokkan Fest. Beast, who we just looked at, actually, he is going to be unfumbleable. And then there's also, damn chat. Let's just go Vegeta. The 8th anniversary LR is one of the two we just talked about. I mean, you guys know that when these two drop, when their EZAs drop, February of 2026, I mean, these might be the second and third best units in the game. Or, third and fourth best units in the game or something like that, these guys. Anniversary Dokkan Fests are unfumbleable. Everything else, unfortunately, we have seen fumbled at one point or another. And this guy is not an anniversary Dokkan Fest. If you're going to put AGL Broly in front of me and say he's an unfumbleable EZA, I would probably agree. I just think, even though, I mean, his kit has areas where he could potentially struggle, I just think they give him the full, like, butt fucking technique and just make him, like, they just wipe away all problems is what's going to happen with this. This guy, when he EZAs in, I mean, it would be 2027 is when we'll see him EZA. I mean, he's going to be up there. He'll be top 5 for sure. Beast is going to be up there, right? Those are the unfumbleable characters. This guy, unfortunately, it is interesting that this guy is speaking highly of this Goku, considering he also likes the Daima Vegeta. They have similar problems, which is where, their whole shtick is being a slot 1 character. If you need to be in slot 1, you will age fucking fast, by the way. If you have to be a slot 1 character, the aging process is going to be a cruel, harsh bitch to you, is what's going to happen. And that's what happened to this guy, too. I mean, but his power creep was ridiculous. 2 months later, he was out of there because of the Dismal Future Red Zone. It was crazy. I mean, he still did dominate, like, the Omega fight and stuff like that. Yeah, but, bro. I mean, I don't know, because I don't, we haven't had any standby characters EZA yet, right? So I guess I would assume this cannot be changed the same way active skills cannot be changed, but I guess I actually don't know that 100% for sure, but I would assume so, that this could not be changed, which means he needs to get hit 5 times. It really sucks, because I believe this might have been the first character who had this, by the way, which is if he gets hit or dodges, he gets the buffs, which is so good. If he had that on this, he would be a lot better too, right? We'll see. I mean, I could easily see this guy being very good. I hope he is. This is one of the most popular characters in Dokkan history, this guy. Easily. I've never seen an obsession with a character who is, like, so obviously, like, toast than this guy, pretty much. I think it's really crazy. People love it, and it's just, I mean, it's all, aura and raw moments. I mean, that does speak directly to my heart, though. Like, I stand with y'all on the aura and hype moments, but unfortunately, his performance in game is very spotty. If he has permanent guard, that would be the first step. Full power should have permanent guard, and then we're talking. Because this guy, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku next to HO Super Saiyan 4 Goku, his first turn in full power, he could handle business. But then once this goes away, it gets very spooky for him. HL Gogeta's base is not as bad as everyone says. So we're talking about Vegeta. I think it's better than Vegeta. No, he's talking about the combo. Okay, so he's talking about both. Just, I guess, yeah, base does, I guess that does work, but he's talking about both the Goku and Vegeta for each. Okay. So, I think it's better than Vegito's. In Battle Hard of Formidable Foes, you get the Usher, which is certainly better than the Potara Break. I'll give him that, sure. In Red Zone, you could stack Forever, as well as dodging in spots where Tech Vegeta would take a lot of damage. I don't... Bro. I don't... Okay. Are we gonna acknowledge dodge canceling, or nah? Or no? I will give y'all the Ghost Usher being super good for Battle Hard and Formidable Foes. I guess, to be fair, this guy is prioritizing this for some strange reason over, like, Red Zone style content, so I could see where his mind is going. Because, if you're thinking like that, like, Battle Hard and Formidable Foes are the hardest fights and the fights to count, then the Ghost Usher is really good for those. But, the Red Zones have dodge canceling everywhere. And AGL Vegeta's weakness compared to Tech Super Saiyan Goku's weakness is kind of irrelevant in the Red Zones. I don't think it really matters too much. In Battle Hard and Formidable Foes, it does, though. AGL Vegeta could just get killed in slot 2, turn 1. Like, not like oh, stupid bullshit. Like, he can just die. I've had it happen. So, I don't know, dude. I think that the base is much better for Tech Vegeta. I do like the Ghost Usher, but I find Tech, like, another thing too, the downplay of this fight is pretty interesting to me. I think because it's like all of us, the fight dropped. It's this one. The fight dropped, and, day one, and we all just, like, blow it away with fusions and shit like that. This Goku, this boss is insane. Like, we do understand this, right? Like, with him dodge canceling, like, he decimates. A lot of the best characters in the game just can't fucking go in front of this guy at all. Hit is a victim to this guy. Carnival, Kale, and Khalifa are a victim to this guy. AGL Gogeta, until Gogeta comes out, is a victim to this guy. Like, this is a tough boss, right? This guy's hard, man. So I don't like AGL Gogeta. I don't even use AGL Gogeta typically when I do that fight, unless the team is really lacking options. I don't even like to run AGL Gogeta in that fight. Vegeta can get completely smoked, and then Goku is completely reliant on dodging, right? Like, it's not. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm disagreeing. This is the best design unit in Dokkan history. I'm not gonna say best design unit in Dokkan history, but this is not something I'm gonna argue, because I do think he's a very good, he is a great design character, right? So I'm not gonna argue this, right? Like, I don't think he's actually the best design in Dokkan history, but we're not gonna do any downplay for this guy whatsoever. One of the things to me that's huge with him, they could have fucked this guy a little bit if they wanted to, and it's this. He got start of battle. If they did start of turn, this guy would be potentially much less effective. But, it's just start of battle. So you just get to that 5th turn, you transform. This guy's support, he's got the team protector mechanic. I love this right here. This is awesome, right? Obviously, the stacking is so good. We're in a stacking meta. That's what it is. It's not just Festival, but Red Zones are structured, again, the same way as I referenced earlier. Where, the first 6 turns of a lot of these Red Zone stages is kind of like baby level. You're just stacking and preparing for when the fight does get really tough. So, while I don't agree best in history, this guy has a Z rank design. I agree. There's no, because, like, what we're looking for is, like, a stupid flaw or something like that. This guy doesn't really have one of those, right? Like, some dumbass flaw. They do that a lot these days. They'll just slide in, like, a flaw of a character. I think it's just to make it easier to power creep characters, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, he's great. He's great. They're one of the best units from 2024, but disrespected and downplayed because of skill issues. Well, it's more so that there's a lot of super bosses missions, and once you start toying around with this character on super bosses, things can go bad. Super Easy Goku Black could be some more like a good orb changer, but, like, okay, like, I'm kind of connecting 2 and 2 together. This person very clearly loves doing like the power of wishes setup where, you know, you could bring like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, because remember, they said they're the best aging character of 2023, this is the best aging character of 2024. You do like a power of wishes team, and like every character's like an orb changer. You'd have Bulma, you have all these orbs everywhere, and then it's just like a juicing session for this character, and then also for the Goku and Vegeta. But the problem with this unit is what happens when you don't get 7 orbs. Because guess what? You're not getting 7 orbs every single turn. You're not. It's not happening. It's not happening. I like what they did with their EZA. But, I mean, we're not going to pretend that this character doesn't just die instantly without 7 orbs. Come on, bruh. Come on. Like, they're so good that you need to build your whole fucking team around them. Right? For a Yellow Coin LR EZA. Come on. They were... What? I don't... Wait, okay, I'm confused. They were never in the top 3 and is the worst unit. But that is literally at fucking odds with this. How... I don't understand. Like, you guys see that, right? That's just a direct... Like you can't say both of those at the same time. It's this character I mean, you could go back and listen to me and others talk about this character. What that Gohan is, I remember directly making this statement that the family Kamehameha, I'm getting mixed up. It's on page 5. This guy's design is like an EZA for those two. Not here, let's get rid of him. For these two. That's what this Gohan is. It's as though they EZA'd. He's got like the same setup. I'm a little confused how we're gonna suck this unit's cock, but then say the better version of that unit in every single fucking way is trash? Doesn't even make sense. Like, you can't... doesn't make sense. And this is just flat out wrong. I mean, this is just cartoonishly wrong, by the way. I mean, they just fucking one-shotted the hardest boss in the game. 100-0, man. Do I need to play the clip? Let me turn it down a little bit. Actually, we don't need to play the whole thing. Okay, so here we are. Dude, look how much different Dokkan 1 looks. Oh my god. This is not like crazy juicing, is it? No, it is. We do have Bulma's active up here. Yeah, yeah, because it starts with Bulma's OST playing. Yeah, it does. Okay. So we did have Bulma's active up right there. But, I mean, dude, 100% to 0. Even if you didn't have, like, Bulma there, I mean, they still took off, you know, all the way down to, like, 2 health bars or something like that. Like, I don't know, like, when... This is the hardest fight in the game by far. It's not even close. And they just, like, would very easily one-shot, and they were untouchable and stuff like that. So, it's just, like, I feel like this guy just kind of... He might be a contrarian, where he sees people talking about stuff, and it's like, I gotta just take the opposite approach at all times. There are people like that, and that's what it kind of seems like. Because it's like, that character was so good for that fight. As long as Gohan didn't get caught by 17 early on, that was, like, kind of the one thing. They were invincible against 17 and Golden Frieza, and then they one-shotted Goku and Frieza. Never in the top 3. I still can't believe we're downplaying this guy, but then we're sucking this unit's cock. Like, come on. God, dude. Come on. Glorio is always... No, no, this is... No. No, he was not, man. Compare what Glorio does to 2024 characters. Come on. I think he faded a little bit after Anniversary when they introduced dodge canceling and shit everywhere. Overrated? Like, there's not... You have no valid arguments to say this if you're specifying on release. No, you have no argument to make, bud. You don't. Because he's a 3-turn fucking support. Dude, they are obsessed with, very clearly, this, like, juicing strategy. But then he's hating on similar units and units that would make that shit work. It doesn't make sense. I had to do a video on this thread, dude. I had to. No, top 5 TR. That's a bit of a stretch, man. No. He's good, but top 5 TR? No. Like what even is the argument? I don't like a lot of these are just like kind of like baseless claims. Like you could not argue him as you can't do it. You can't argue this guy's top 5 TUR because he's a slot 2 orb changer. Come on. You have one turn where he can probably go slot 1 when he does his active skill. And he's a top 5 TUR? You're comparing him to Kid Goku? No, dude. No, you're not. You're not. No, it's fucking stupid. He did not age as well as Orange Piccolo did. Insanity, buddy. I'm sorry. No. No. Okay. I mean, I think LR Janemba is probably still pretty effective. Like, I mean, if a right setup comes up, I mean, I still think we could run LR Janemba very solidly. Best EZA from 2024. I mean, yeah, he's in the discussion. Is there an obvious better one? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this one. I like EZA Tech Gogeta still very good. But as I've explained many times, the problem with EZA Tech Gogeta is he is really just kind of like a very, 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 very weaker version of the 10th anniversary LRs. Like, this unit has the same strengths and weaknesses as the 10th anniversary LRs. So when you're building a team, you don't want to have the exact same weaknesses stacked up. By the time you transform into Gogeta, like, you're going to have the 10th anniversary fusions you could go into. So that's why, I don't really get much play out of them. I would much rather run Beast Gohan, who can protect the 10th anniversary LRs from their only weakness early on. Right? Like, Janemba is one of the best CZAs, though, for sure. I'm not really arguing that. Saying he's below top 10 TR is very disingenuous. People get very butthurt about that word. Where did I have him? Let me double check. I think I did have him below 10, right? But, I mean, it wasn't too far below 10. I got him at 13. Yeah, no, though. But, like, very disingenuous. Who above him is it disingenuous? He kills you every time he supers. How's it disingenuous? I think that this guy, there's a couple of ways Blue Kaioken could have been significantly stronger. Number one is we could have removed his HP debuff. This was just silly to do. Because, I mean, this guy quad supers all the time. Wow. He does more damage to you than to the boss. And, like, you know, kids will look you straight in the eye and say, it's very disingenuous to say he's my favorite, so I think he's very good. Like, no, sorry, he's got big flaws, bud. Here's the other thing, too. He would be way better if this didn't exist. So, once his intro buff runs out, he's a fish. Once this is gone, he's entered into fish territory. The reason this is relevant, this guy would be a lot better if you could safely save the standby to use against just like the strongest phase. But what happens is you are definitely in danger, even against weaker bosses. So like Kefla or Catapesla, I think could cook this guy if your intro is not up and you choose not to do the standby to hold it off for a tougher phase, right? So those two are major problems. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Truly, I am. I promise I wish this guy was the best TR, dude. I do. Blue Kaioken, he's so sick. There's another character. He fits right up there with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's the sickest, he's the rawest, he's the coolest, he's the sexiest. It's all true. But unfortunately, is he that good? No. He looks better than he is, unfortunately. So, sorry, bud. Uncontrollable Power is the best setup in 2024. I mean, it's right up there. I mean, I'm not... The team was so good that, I mean, I'm just not going to argue, like, if it was the best team or not. I mean, I would probably still say Superhero, but Uncontrollable Power was up there too, so I'm not arguing against that. Still one of the best options to take out. Yeah, this guy just loves his battle hard on formidable foes. One of the best options? I mean, no. I mean, it's definitely not competing with, you know, like these fusion Saiyan teams, right? Where, like, the setup where you do Tech Vegito and then Beast and Broly on each rotation. I mean, that's, no. Uncontrollable Power does not compete with that. But, I mean, it's still a good team. Most fun team in the game. Well, I mean, in my opinion, being the most fun team in the game, nothing wrong with that, right? Best floater in the game. What if I said I disagree? Dude. Alright, I kind of want to wrap this up, man. We're getting into some craziness here. What the fuck? Have we ever seen someone say this? I think you're the first person ever. What? Bruh. Do you know who this is? You kidding me? I mean, okay. Man, I mean, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to reference the 7th anniversary LRs were victims when they came out yet again. People get really mad at me when I talk about this, but I mean, it is true. 7th anniversary LRs were victims. When we're talking about the best characters in Dokkan history, the 7th anniversary oh yeah, pulling up Gogeta's not going to bring them up, right? But the 7th anniversary LRs do not have a seat at the table of best units in Dokkan history. I'm sorry, they don't. They were too much of victims in the red zone meta. This guy, keep in mind, okay? Back when this guy came out, which is what this person's talking about too, when they came out, right? This right here was not a nullification, it was a dodge. They changed that. It was in 2023 because I was playing the very boring Lego Star Wars, man. I'm sorry, that game is boring. I gotta go back and finish it. I mean, if I'm gonna reference it, I'll put it up on screen. I still gotta get through my beloved Expedition 33. But now, I mean, Dokkan is like super heavy, right? Look, last trophy is 2 days ago, dude. Like, we're in Dokkan grinding mode again. So yeah, I remember that this update came out back when I was playing the Lego Star Wars. Yeah, right here. Bro, I gotta go back and finish that, but that game is so boring, man. It is. It is. Don't disrespect Pretty Girls Klondike Solitaire, okay? That game was more fun than Lego Star Wars, I'm sorry. Not as long, but, more fun. Anyway. This is just insane, by the way. Should we point out that this fucker has a taunt? He introduced the mechanic into the game! By the way. Anyway. Alright, let's keep going. I'm just completely disengaging from private server talk. It's literally pointless. All it is, me doing private server talk just creates arguments for no reason other than create arguments. It's pointless. It's just pointless. Like, something that's not going away, like, we're just creating dissension arguments, like pointless arguments for no reason. So I'm just gonna avoid private server talk. I'm just gonna avoid it. Oh, and we're at the end. Oh, Goat Rush. 2024 Dokkan is overhyped and carried by vibes. 2025 is far and away better. Statistically! My man says statistically, dude. 2025 is the most underrated year by far. Like, bro, you would think, listen to the Dokkan players, that 2025 is like 2016 Dokkan, man, the way they talk. 2024 Dokkan being overhyped is nuts to me. Carried by vibes, I don't think that that's really so, like, yeah, like, vibes were super high. Like, vibes were good. I mean, carried by vibes, I don't even think that's wrong, but it was just at, like, how good the stuff was did match vibes as well. But, I mean, 2025 is underrated. I want to defend 2025. But, I mean, no, bro, I mean, no offense to this person. I hope I'm not being mean with some of these. Okay, Broly enthusiast. Let me keep that in mind, okay? But, like, bro, some of the shit in here was nuts, dude. I've never heard this before. Never heard someone say this before. Never, dude. Never. We're pretending like Jiren is better than Beast and Battle Hard and Formidable Foes. When, turn 1, Jiren is a farmer ready to get slaughtered. Turn 3, Jiren has 100% damage reduction, right? Turn 1, Gohan will tank easily. Turn 3, Gohan is invincible. And he's protecting all the rest of the rotation unless it's an AoE super. So, like, it's like Beast Gohan does what Jiren does on turn 3, except he's also protecting the other units on the rotation. Like, do we think before we even said this? Like, come on. Yeah, pretty crazy, pretty crazy thread. Shout out to this guy, man. This was a banger thread, man. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.